Alright guys, welcome back for some more. It started in a tavern. Hold on. Alright, last time we were here, I just had to rewatch the stream because it's been so long ago. But, oh, my computer is on the wrong angle there. I moved it today because I had to do a video involving my laptop. So last time we were here, holy cow. Last time we were here, we had a little bit of a scuffle. So we've got a party of 4 members for anyone. Hello, Bionisky. Thank you very much for joining me. We're playing some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. And we've got a party of 4 members that I control all myself at the moment. First person is Zoka, who's a level 1 war... Well, it's not a war cleric yet, it's just a cleric. But aiming for war cleric, who is of a chaotic evil alignment and is a half-orc. Then we've got Chontako, the level 1 lizard folk druid that is of a neutral alignment. And then we've got Cornad Hogwillow, who's a level 1 rogue Lightfoot halfling. And then there is no, it's not Blexableach, he's from the other campaign. Exornish, a level 1 fighter who's a plasmoid. And they had been... Sorry, I'm moving the camera around a lot. They had been tasked by a stranger in a tavern in Farwater to go and find out why the town's water supply had been poisoned. So they did some inquiring around town, which was all before we started the series. We started the series in the final destination of the quest. But they had done some digging around town, found out that the source of the corrupting influence on the town's water supply was at a spring when they arrived, where they found 4 veggie pygmies that were hanging around a artifact that was hanging from a tree, and apparently the artifact was pumping the corruption in, like its just mere presence was corrupting the nature around it, causing the water to be poisoned, which then flowed to the town. So anyway, the party defeated the 4 veggie pygmies and took the amulet that was causing this corruption, and they took it back to... I've got to remember the name of the priest. By remember, I mean look at where I wrote it down. Waldy. They took it to Waldy the Turtle in the Temple of Ilmater in Farwater, and he tried to cast an identify spell, but his ability to cast arcane magic was terrible, and he screwed it up. So he instead opted... Oh, and that also... Where is it? This one. The spell does not go off, but the misfire of the arcane energies garners the attention of a demigod previously unknown to the party. So there's a demigod that has caught the attention of Waldy the Turtle after he failed his spell, because he rolled a natural 1 on an arcane check. So this was the result of the natural 1. And then... Yeah, so Cleric Waldy the Turtle then spent some time with the amulet instead of doing an identify spell, and he identified that there is a really powerful spell inside the amulet that was that had a corrupting influence on the surrounding region. So Zoka felt like... Oh, that's not Zoka. Where is Zoka? Here? Here, Zoka. Zoka felt like it was her responsibility, / she really wants the amulet because she's chaotic evil and likes the sound of what's in it. So she took... Oh, sorry, it wasn't an amulet, it's a ring of spellstoring. And it has this spell stored in it called Stream of Corruption. So that is currently in Zoka's hands. Actually, when Zoka took it... Oh, I've got to stop doing that to my face. I rewatched my stream and realized I was scratching my face all the way through the stream. So Zoka should actually take a point of corruption. From a DM point of view, you don't tell the players that this is happening. So Cornad's got a point of corruption, and also Zocca. But the thing that I've discovered, I was trying to place another RPG just offline by myself, called Masks. And the thing I've discovered is that you can actually use the journal. I was trying to find an app for a journal, but you've got a thing called a notebook here. So I could come to here and put it here. Cornad, 1 point of corruption. And also now Zocca, who took the amulet, has 1 point of corruption. Oop, that's sorruption. And then that is the DM's journal. So if I close that now and switch to pink, let's say, and then open the notebook, you can't actually open anyone else's notebook except pink. But the DM has access to everybody's notebooks, which means I get to read your secret notes. Hello, Bumfluff. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, that's annoying. That channel points reward doesn't have a sound. That's because I've reached my max sound files on sound alerts. But Bumfluff has asked for a weather check. So let's go to Don John random weather generator. Generate the current temperature. The current description of the weather is clear. So obviously, whatever the fire clouds that were on during their travel from the swamp to far water has cleared up now. The weather is clear now. The temperature is a moderate 11 to 19 degrees Celsius. And the wind is light running at 6 kilometers per hour. A gentle breeze having little or no effect. So, that is where we left off last time. Oh good, they're in Celsius. It's actually in both. It is 52 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I watched a streamer once who said, I agree with the use of Celsius being a lot easier in all cases except for when it's medical, because apparently Fahrenheit is designed to talk about temperatures in the human body. I have no idea why Fahrenheit's better for the human body, because I'm a nurse and we don't use Fahrenheit in Australia. And so I don't know. If anyone can answer that though, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so last time we were here, we've got a list of things that we needed to do. There is a rumour of an unchecked portal in Zothaton. So over in the centre of Zothaton. So this whole land has kind of had a corrupting influence recently that has forced a lot of the people that lived here, they either died from massive famines and corruption and plague sweeping across the landscape, like all different types of diseases spreading around the place. So that's spreading out from the center of Zothaton. So everyone that used to live there has now abandoned all the regions in Zothaton, and they've been pushed out as far as Farwater and other towns that are undiscovered on the edges of Zothaton. But there is still, a clerical order that is trying to push back into the center of Zothaton and sort out what's happening there. So there is a rumor that the cause of all this is a unchecked portal to the plane of elemental ooze in the center of Zothaton. So they could go and check on that. There's also we've got the ring of corrupting magic that is leaking corruption, which is caused by the spell stream of corruption. So we could look further into why that ring was in the swamp to begin with. If we've got any leads, I don't have any leads to go on right now, but there could be something there. Otherwise, there was a nervous-looking man in the corner of the Hidden Hourglass Tavern. So that is the 3 things that we have for the party to do. There's my own water. I was like, where's my water? Roll D3. I forgot to put in the stream title, the exclamation mark roll, exclamation mark weather. What do I do? Exclamation mark roll, exclamation mark weather. Okay, is that all I've got? Second option. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the party. Whoa. I hate this table. The party has a discussion. This happens every time. My goodness. And I should probably just delete this ranger spare character. Unless anyone wants to play a character, I've got a spare character ready to go, or you can play one of the already existing characters. Alright, so the second option is the ring leaking corrupting magic. How would that discussion go down between these 4 characters? I think that it would probably be a tense discussion between Zocca and... what's this dude's name again? Exornish. Zocca and Exornish are having a tense discussion regarding what should be the fate of the ring of spellstoring. Zocca believes that she should hold on to it and use it for the purposes of furthering their mission, whatever that may be. Whereas Exornish believes that they should return the ring, or they should be taking the ring to an order that can deal with it. So Exornish will be like, oh, I believe that this ring should not be held in our hands. We should find someone who is qualified to deal with it. And Zocca says, no, I don't believe that is the correct course of action to take, Exornish. I believe that I should hold on to this ring and use it to further the purposes of our cause, whatever that may be. This stream of corruption could be important to us in whatever goals we may have. And then Exornish would be like, I have a sense. Yes, okay, Boromir. I have a sense of great unease being around this ring, and I think that we should do well to be rid of it as soon as possible. Cornad pipes up at that moment and says, yes, we need to be rid of it. That is definitely true. I held the ring, and it was I could feel the corruption that you speak of, Exornish. It made me feel queasy and ill at ease. We're not setting up a Lord of the Rings story here. They're not going on a massive quest to Mount Doom to destroy the ring. You have my axe. So then, who's the other dude? Chontaku. Hey, you have my axe. John Taku would probably be the voice of well, not really the voice of reason, but questioning Exornish. So if you have this desire to be rid of this ring, Exornish, what do you propose we do with it? Is Chontaku the brother of Jonathan? I hope not, because Chontaku is the lizard folk druid. So some half stepbrother, not half brother, have to be a stepbrother. If Jonathan's parents got involved with a lizard folk afterwards and they had a baby, that's Chontaku. Okay, so Exornish is thinking on this.
We could take it to my order, the order of the fighting hand, and one of the elders there would be able to take it off our hands and deal with it.
And Zocco's like, this is a waste of time. We might do better spending our time trying to discover where the ring came from, why it was there, and track down the original owner and make them come to justice for causing this corruption to the water source of the towns along the river. Appealing to Exornish's sense of justice and duty, he would be like,
ooh, that sounds like a good idea too. Maybe we should bring the original owner of the ring to justice.
So, the question is, how do they find out who the original owner of the ring is? Like, what sort of investigations are they going to do? Like, what sort of lead or evidence do they have to point them in the direction of where the ring came from and why it was in the swamp to begin with? Where did I say that they went towards? I think I said the wrong direction, right? I'm pretty sure in a previous episode I said that the swamp was like over in this direction. I really feel like it should be over here. Have I got a marker that I can... So the problem with this map here is that I can't access it anymore because I made it too big. So I can see Bumfluff's ideas flowing in. Anyway, we're gonna... The corrupted swamp that's nearby Farwater would have to be to the east of Farwater. I'm pretty sure I said it was to the west, but I'm changing that now. Retcon! Okay, Bumfluff is saying, put up some flyers, do a door knocker deal, have someone stand on the street corners, put a notice in the local paper. Is it put up some flyers, do a door knock appeal, have someone stand on the street corners? Just trying to figure out who is the person that would be suggesting these things. Cornad seems like the person who would be most worldly in the ways of how towns work. So he would be suggesting to... Like, street corners makes me think of actually talking to the street urchins, or like the people that have their ear to the ground. The homeless, the hermits, the homeless, the street urchins, and the brothels and stuff. So yeah, Cornad can suggest that he'll go do that. I can suggest, I can probably try rustling up some information from the local denizens of the streets here and see what information I can come up with. Exornish says,
that sounds like a good idea.
We've got a druid. Can druids just speak to animals or commune with nature or something just as a class ability at level 1, or do they have to have a spell for that? Commune with nature. Commune with nature. Is a 5th level divination ritual, so definitely not communing with nature. What about 5E, speak with animals? Also, an ability? First level divination ritual. Wait, does it? But Chontaku doesn't have that. Chontaku is a combat-oriented druid with the create, destroy, water, and thorn whip. What does it say under druid class features? You know druidic, the secret language of druid. Oh, I guess he could. Oh wait. While learning this ancient tongue, you also unlocked the magic of speaking with animals. You always have the speak with animals spell prepared. There you go. So it is a druid. Standard level 1 druid feature. You can use druidic to leave hidden messages. You and other druidic or you and others who know druidic automatically spot such messages. The others spot the message's presence with a DC 15 but can't decipher it without magic. So Chontaku can offer to go to the near closest druid lands, or can offer to go out into the wilds and leave a druidic message. He can also speak to animals and see if they are aware of anything. But speak with animals, gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts. The knowledge of and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived in the last day. You know what? Chontaku could make a trek back out to the swamp and get some information from the animals at the scene of the swamp and find out from them who planted the ring there. Why are there always brothels in your towns? Isn't there... Oh, this is Bumfluff says, why is there always brothels in your towns? Isn't there always brothels in every fantasy town ever? You're probably correct, though. No, Farwater probably would have some semblance of, major... It's probably not a small little village. They probably are a major town, because if you look where they're situated, they are situated on a main road that comes from the like the main city of Mapatonia over here, Fraggle Rock. So they would get lots of traffic. This would be the first point that you would come into Zothaton from Mapatonia. Especially Cookie Climb is in the mountains. This is a difficult region to cross, so you wouldn't be able to get to Zothaton through here. Then there's the Rambling River, which doesn't have any towns, that doesn't have any crossings there. Farwater would be the first crossing from Cookie Climb. And then you could go to Newport City, but Newport City's entrance into Zothaton is further into Zothaton and closer to the center, so it's probably more corrupt here. So, Farwater is actually probably the main way to get into Zothaton from Mapatonia. Which actually means a lot of the NPCs in Farwater should be Mapatonians. Bumfluff says, lol, I was going to look, but I guess it was a rhetorical question. All you, my friend. And then he says, Muppet brothels, understandable. Don't look it up. Anyone watching this, don't look it up. Muppet brothels. Okay, so we've got a job for Cornad. I don't know if Chontaku should make the journey to the swamp by himself. What is Zoka and Exornish gonna do? Probably Exornish would go with Chontaku as a, muscle to be because he's a fighter. But I don't think Zoka would be wanting to waste her time going back to where they just came from. She's already been there. What would Zoka be doing? So Exornish and Chontaku are going to go check out the thing, the swamp. Cornad is going to stay in Farwater and try and gather information. What is Zoka going to be doing while they're doing that? A flyer's drop? Door knock appeal? I don't think any of that suits Zoka's personality, where she wants to just... She's a gruff doesn't want to talk to anyone kind of person, isn't she? Well, she's got a charisma of +1. So she's not that gruff and unpersonable. I wonder if she would try and commune. What do you do with your, as a priest, and you want to get some divine sense about what's happening? Either that, or she's going to try and spend some time with this ring of spell storing and think about what to do with it. Think about it. Maybe commune with her deity about whether she wants to, what the deity thinks about this item. The deity is Grumsh, isn't it? Have I put that in somewhere? Yeah, here, Grumsh. She's a follower of Grumsh, which is the orcish god of war and battle, I think. Grumsh was the patron god of the orc race and a greater god of the orc pantheon. He was named He Who Never Sleeps, for he was said to never tire, and symbolized with an ever-open eye to represent the orc belief that he watched over them all, judging the worth of each and every one of their kind. Long ago, he swore that orcs would rule the world, and since then has driven his people to wage endless holy war in the name of his divine wrath. Where is his portfolio? Conquest, destruction, storm, strength, survival, war. Tempest and war is his domains. Got to start making some Muppetonian NPCs for this town. I was thinking of Farwater as being a kind of small village, but in thinking about it, being on the main road between Fraggle Rock and Zothaton, they're probably a major stopping point. There would probably be roads that go... Where's the pen? There'd probably be roads that go like up here, around the... There's probably a major shipping port here. So there would be a road that comes from there. And I don't know, the capital of Zothaton? Why do the capitals always have to be in the center? Look. Wait, I don't even have the capital of Goldoxia on here. But the capital of Muppetonia is in the center of the map. Where do we think the capital of Zothaton should be? In any case, there would be at least 3 roads heading out from Farwater. One to a port. Oh, a port, so this is probably the capital. And I would imagine that this area here, wherever the portal is probably a major... That looks like a mountain. I'm not going for a mountain. It's probably a major wizard. I don't know how to draw a wizard tower. That looks a bit like the tower out of Baldur's. What's it? Dark Alliance. I don't know why I'm drawing this up here, because I can't move it. So instead, I'm going to move the circle. This is like the Wizard's Tower. So there is a major magical presence around the center of Zothaton, which means this road is in the wrong place. Goes straight there. So the wizards, or whoever is responsible for the creation of the portal, is here in near this wizard tower, or maybe the portal's on top of the wizard tower. I don't know. You don't know. Anyway, so there would be. This is all corrupt now, but it would have been a city that there's a road to. This road from Farwater to the capital is probably a fairly safe road because it comes along the edge. Even maybe that might have been the old route. But nowadays this road is, I can't rub out bits of the line. So it's probably a pretty broken road here, which has fallen into disrepair, and then they've got a new route that steers clear because all the corruption is seeping out to the edges of the. I don't know why the corruption is following the contours of the land. It probably isn't. So even Newport City might be on the edges of corruption. Like the corruption might be encroaching here. But Newport City might be a city that has lots of magic users and they're holding it at bay. Anyway, we're getting into too much, what is it called? Meta? Can I rub this line out? What happens if I do this? Ah. Oops. Somewhere in there is the corrupting influence. Actually, I might make it bigger. Not line. Let's do a circle. Okay, I've got to start the circle lower. Don't rub out Zothaton. That will be annoying. There you go. Is there a way to grab the circle? No, you can't. Alright, so we didn't figure out. I'm delaying figuring out what to do with Zocca. Let's do Cornad and Exornish and Chontaku. So firstly, we'll do Exornish and Chontaku. Please roll a d20 to find out if they have an encounter with a monster on their way to the swamp. Chat. Someone type in ! Roll d20 and we'll see what we get. Yes, ! Roll. Yep, there it is. Buff rolled a 5. Okay, that's fine. I think you get an encounter. It's a low roll, but for the purpose of this, that's good. I think because you get an encounter on a 28, on an 18 to 20. I'm pretty sure I read in the book. I usually roll a d20 and 18 or above. Yeah. On an 18 or above, you get an encounter. So that's okay. That means that Exornish and Chontaku made it to the swamp without having any issue, without meeting up with any new encounters. So, once they arrive there, Exornish says,
I'm going to check the perimeter and ensure that there is no creatures with violent intent coming for us. You get to work doing your thing, Chontaku.
Should I get the map out? I don't think I need the map, right? That's not the map. Where's my bag? Here, this one. Just in case anyone forgot, this is where Exornish and Chontaku are. Over in the swamp. Well, they probably come straight to the whoopsie. Uh-oh. Okay, they fell through. Good. I thought they get lifted up by this thing. Yeah, so Exornish is just going to flop me. Okay. What was that noise? What did I just break? Right, so Exornish is going to secure the perimeter. This is why you lock these things, right? So that you don't accidentally pick them up while you're playing on it. Whereas Chontaku, Schnitzel, there's still no way to get across the dirty water without jumping. Oh no, they've got time, and I'm pretty sure druids get druidcraft. Can you use druidcraft to make a bridge? If you had unlimited time, could you like make, because druidcraft lets you like put out vines? Does he have, or he could do thorn whip. You create long vine-like whip that covered in thorns toward a target creature. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If the target hits, take 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, pull the creature 10 feet closer to you. So you could actually use thorn whip to pull yourself across, but I think that would still drag you through the dirty water, which is what he's trying to avoid. So probably not that. But Druidcraft, on the other hand, where's Druidcraft? Does anyone know if we can use Druidcraft to make ourselves a bridge across the water? If it takes him more than an hour to do it, he'll probably have to roll for another encounter. Cantrips. You know 2 cantrips of your choice on the Druid spell list. Rather than choosing, you may start with Druidcraft and produce flame. Damn it! I'm pretty sure that my 2 cantrips is Create, Destroy Water, and Thorn Whip. Which means I don't have Druidcraft. Druidcraft is a spell. Bumfluff says, sorry, I'm only a lowly World of Warcraft druid. These are more advanced druids, I think. Well, certainly not Chontaku. All he can do is Create, Destroy Water, and Thorn Whip. Beefcake can do more than that. I don't even... Can he shapeshift? Druidic Primal Order, you've just said, dedicated yourself to one of the following roles of your choice. Magician or Warden. Martial Weapon or Magician, you know, 1 extra cantrip from... Oh crap, I don't think I chose that. Wild Companion. You can summon a nature spirit that is this just normal druids? As a magic action, you can expend the slot or a use of Wild Shape to cast Find Familiar. When you cast a spell this way, the familiar is a fae, and it disappears when you finish a long rest. Prepared. Where is his thing about changing a Wild Shape? Where is Wild Shape? I'm gonna have to look up Wild Shape. Hold on a sec. 5e Druid. Our Wild Shape is at 2nd level. That's why he doesn't have it yet. And we don't have Druidcraft either. Crap. Right, so all we've got is Thorn Whip that can pull me how far? Can pull you 10 feet. Well, that's not enough to get across. Schnitzel. That's so far 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20 feet. From here. Oh, I wonder. So go from here. 5, 10. So that's a 10-foot jump. What? How do we go back to the jump? Can anyone remember how the jump works? Movement. When making a high jump or a long jump, you're equal to jumping. When you take a long jump, you cover the number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you move half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. This rule assumes that the height of your jump doesn't matter, such as a jump across a stream or chasm. At your GM's option, you must succeed on a DC 10 strength to clear low obstacles such as hedges or walls. Okay, so there's no obstacles if he jumps from here, and he's going to make a 15-foot jump. What's his strength score? Not high, I'll bet. Strength. 10. He can go 10 feet. So if he goes from here, 5, 10. 5, he can't make it. He doesn't. Well, he doesn't really need to get up there, though, does he? He just wants to talk to the animals. He just wants to do speak with animals. Here. Yeah, he just wants to do speak with animals, so he can talk to the animals nearby here. So let's do a roll for how well. Well, let's do a roll to see. You guys can do it. Roll a d20 to see how well he goes with his speaking with animals. Spell. Was that it? 13? Yes. Okay, so Chontaku does pretty well. A 13 is a... Let me just pull up my rules for rolling. I'm pretty sure that that's a moderate success. Let's see if I can... difficulty. No. Oh man. I swear I wrote this down. Am I going to have to Google it? I'm not going to find it by just looking through my notes here, am I? Because I've got thousands of them. Pilio and... Oh no, that's the name of the stuffed toy my kids got from the Philippines. Zothaton. I'm getting close. D&D. Nope. Oh, maybe I didn't write it down. Oh, here, straight up. Difficulty class, 10 is easy, 15 is medium. So that means that you got like a little bit over a minor success. He's had a minor success at speaking with animals, which means that he's probably had to go through a handful of different animals to try and get some information out of it. So he gets the... Ooh, how long would it take though? Not long. Probably not more than an hour. Searching for the animals. Actually, it could take a while at a 13. Let's just say it's not more than an hour. Searching for the animals in the forest, speaking with them, getting redirected, asking a squirrel. Squirrels don't know anything. They have no concentration. They just run off chittering into the forest until he finds what's something that is very something that would be like slow and observant. Something like a wombat. So he finds a wombat. So, Bumfluff said, I saw a squirrel. Yeah, I was waiting for that one. Chontaku finds a wombat and then speaks to the wombat, which means that he's got to remove a what level spell? Level 1, is it? Speak with animals spell prepared. Let's go back to speak with animals is a level 1 divination spell. So we'll take off a spell slot. Oh wait, that's the total. So take off one of those. I've got to fix this up. Thank you very much, Bumfluff, for the Purasma sound. Oh, is that him casting the spell? Yeah, so Chontaku finds a nice little wombat there that's observing the movements of the two characters in the swamp, and has a little discussion with the wombat about what he knows. And the wombat says, yes, I've been here for a long time, and I had noticed a group of shady looking characters wearing dark robes. What have they got? Are we going to tie this in? Are we going to tie these together? Yeah, we will. We would. What were they called? Gag. I forgot what their symbol was. I could probably try and keep you guys in suspense about who they were by just describing the symbol, but anyone who's watched the other party in this region in Goldoxia will click straight away when I tell you what this symbol is. Crap, I've lost it. There. They were wearing purple robes. Dark purple robes with the symbol of 3 droplets on it. There's a symbol that is a triangle with 3 little teardrops on there. Chontaku says, do I know this? Do I recognize this symbol? Which would be a... What sort of role do you do to... the freaking alchemists again, yeah. I was thinking whether I should tie it in, but they actually would probably be involved, because they're the ones that are making the deal with... Shivers. What's his name? I forgot his name in the last stream as well. Scrollvex. They're the ones who made the deal with Scrollvex, who has the pocket plane that resides inside the elemental plane of ooze. Anyway, so Chontaku needs to make a roll. It'll be a history check, right? To see if he knows or can recognize the symbol. The purple triangle with the 3 droplets, 3 orange droplets. Acrobatics, animal handling, it wouldn't be Arcana. It's probably history, intimidation, investigation. Probably not investigation, because he's trying to dig up his memories. Religion? Could be religion. No, it's not religion, because they're not a religious order. Yep, so he's going to make a history check. Oh, flippin' awesome. He's got a -1 on a... Oh, I was going to roll my d20. You guys need to roll a history check, please, for Chontaku's ability to remember, or to see whether he knows this symbol or not. Nice roll. I didn't roll. I had it in my hand like this. I didn't roll. I had it in my hand, and then I was like, oh, now you guys have got to roll. So then I didn't roll. I put it back on my pile of dice. I can roll it if you want. I didn't actually roll it on the table. Otherwise you would have heard it hit the table, because the microphone would have picked it up. What was the flippin'? I said flippin' because... Chontaku's got a -1 in his history check. So he's going to make a -1 to the roll. Rigged dice, he rolled a 5, -1 is 4. Yeah, Chontaku does not recognize the symbol at all. He rolls are getting worse. Someone else enter the chat and roll some dice. We're not the high rollers today. So Chontaku, mission success. They've got some information. They've got a lead. The Exornish and Chontaku have achieved their goal over here in the swamp. They got some information and found out that there was a shady group of cloaked characters with a symbol on their chest, on their robes. Purple robes, right? They're wearing purple robes. All right, so that was their thing. Let's go to so it was Chontaku who was talking to the animal, right? So we'll go to Chontaku's journal, which is color white. So we come here and Chontaku writes in his journal, I spoke We should actually write the dates down, right? I don't have my calendar. So he remembers a group of shady characters wearing purple robes, entering the clearing and leaving the ring on the tree. Okay, so that is the information that Chontaku and Exornish came up with. Cornad is trying to talk to the street people and gather some information for what they know about what they might know about the use of the spell, the use of the ring, whether they know anyone who would fit the description of having a ring of spell storing that has come through town. So can I get someone to roll for Cornad? Where is his chart? Yeah, roll for Cornad. He needs to do an investigation check to see how well he'll be able to find the people, and then he needs to do a what do you do when you're trying to get information out of people? Charisma. Is there anything on top of charisma? Persuasion? Probably depends on how he approaches the situation. So let's just do, you want him to torture them, that'll be but he's a neutral good. Would you do torturing if you're a neutral good rogue? He's just doing an investigation check first to see how well he does at finding people to talk to regarding this subject matter. Oh, by the way, I saw Bumfuff's comment said, it's okay, Pickle is not far from where you are. He has better dice. But the problem with Pickle is he is very engaged in what is he doing? At this point in time, they would have been either going into that dilapidated house in the middle of Pylandia. Oh no, I got disconnected from server. Shit. Oh, it's alright. Oh, whoops, I just swore. I meant I'm trying not to swear these days because I want to widen my audience to people who don't like swearing. As per discussion we had yesterday, yes. Which actually means that swear ban is going to be more useful because now you guys can stop me from swearing when you hear me swear. So thank you very much for the encouragement there, Bumfluff. So we have to load autosave 3. How far back does this put us? Oh, it's just where we were. Okay, cool. I don't know why I got disconnected from server. Anyway, did someone? It's 400 points. Make the swear ban cheaper. I mean, I could just make the swear ban free, if that's my goal. Gotta find out how much the person who had the idea for the swear ban makes his. How much is his swear ban? Oh, with the music. Music! Should we change the music? Nope, that's not it. Playlist. Halfling Lodge is probably the only other thing that would be appropriate. Let's change it to that. So, Cornad is making an investigation check to see how good he is at finding. Oh, his investigation is whatever this dot means, specialty. Please, someone make do exclamation mark roll D20 in chat to see how well Cornad is going with finding someone to ask questions. Someone to shake down. Whoa, Cornad's got the rolls. Cornad rolls a D8, rolls an 18, plus his investigation of 3 gets a dirty 20, or 21. How come they only call it a dirty 20 when it's bang on 20, but then once it's over 20, it's just like, yeah, I got 21. So, Cornad does very well at searching. He talks to some of the urchins in the street and they fan out and put out their information. He goes to the brothel and gets the manager of the brothel on his side. The manager of the brothel says, I remember some shady characters coming through town. No torture necessary because he rolled so well. Everyone is very happy to let him know what they've found or what they noticed. He says, yes, I remember some shady characters coming through town. I always like to keep my eye on the new blood that comes through town because I can always improve my chances of making some money off them. Because, I've got a business to run in my brothel. And they are sad. They made me sad because they didn't come and take advantage of my services, but they did make their way through town, stayed in the tavern overnight, and then headed out towards where you said the corrupted source of the corruption to water was. And then the street urchins kind of confirmed the same thing, saying that they were trying to follow this group of purple-robed figures through town as they passed through, and were unable to get their hands on any valuables from them. I don't get it. Bumfloss says not much of a rind on you. Not much of a rind on you. Ring? Yeah, so the urchins give some good information about saying that they overheard them talking about setting up. They overheard them talking about poisons and diseases and seem to be very interested in spreading disease and plague. Rind. Not much of a rind on you? Yes. So the urchins also give some good information about the ring and how and the fact that the shady characters were interested in spreading corruption and disease. And then that leaves Zoka. What was Zoka doing while these guys were off finding all this information? Does anyone want to say what Zoka was up to? She was thinking about going and communing with Grimsh about what to do with the ring, or testing the ring out herself. No, you wouldn't want to. Okay, I've said add 30 seconds. Never mind, it's done. Carry on. My ad manager says it's still in progress. So you got a short ad. Supposed to get a 3-minute ad every hour. I'm getting ripped off here. Yes, so what is Zoka doing? What does Zoka want to do with this ring? How do you commune with your deity in 5e? Contact your deity or divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. Oh, it's a spell though, and it's a 5th level divination, so that ain't happening. How does a 1st level cleric use their clerical ability? It would probably just be a religion check. But that's not going to work either, because you can't actually commune or talk to them without the commune spell. I reckon. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get no answer. The DM makes this roll in secret. So, I mean, religion? Religion would be how does the cleric, our cleric of the party, has a religion of -1? Oh, because wisdom is their main stat. What? Strength is better than wisdom. Wisdom is their spellcasting stat. Intelligence is a low stat, and religion is based on intelligence, which seems weird to me, because shouldn't the cleric have the higher religion, which means it should be based on wisdom, because that's the cleric's main stat. So we're not doing a religion check. What else is this chick gonna do with this ring? What's a scroll of pedigree? I don't know if Zoka is going to be able to come up with anything then. Lets you summon a can of dog food. Pal. So I think that would probably be where they would go to. I don't think Zoka will be doing anything then. Zoka probably just spends some time in meditation at the temple. Although she'd probably set up her own. So she'd probably set up her own shrine to Grimsh in her room. She wouldn't want to go to a temple of Ilmatar to do some meditation and what do you call it? She wouldn't do any meditation towards Grimsh in a shrine, in a temple of Ilmatar. So she's probably set up her own little shrine to Grimsh in her room, which has got like broken weapon from her fallen enemies, maybe some blood, and I don't know, some candles, make it look a bit creepy. What was his domain? War. Tempest and War. What's Tempest? What's the Tempest domain? A divine domain was claimed by several entities, including gods of fire, thunder, wind, seas. A few gods that encourage their followers to spread fear and violence. Alright, so a tempest of fear and violence. A storm of fear and violence. Yeah, so that's what she does with her shrine, and just spends some time meditating in her shrine to Grumpsh, but doesn't get any answer. I mean, I guess she could roll a D100 just to see how good her meditation is, but I don't think that there would be any reason for Grumpsh to answer because there's no spell power behind it. And what's the point of me allowing her to contact Grumpsh without the spell when there's an actual spell that covers that? She's probably not a powerful enough cleric to be speaking directly to Grumpsh. So yeah, she basically spends her time meditating and being, what do you call it? Being clericy to Grumpsh. Okay, so then the 3 former party members rejoin. Oh yes. I had some great success with the animals out at the swamp. They informed me that it was a group of cultists. A group of sorry, not cultists, we don't know that. A group of shady-looking characters wearing purple robes that left the ring on the tree there. And then Cornad's pipes up and says, yeah, I put some word out with some of the urchins of the street, and they said they saw 3 shady-looking purple-robed characters come through town, and they were talking about the spreading of disease. So the party now knows that there is a group of purple-robed figures that have come through that have come through Farwater and left that ring there to try and... But they came from... So they were heading east. I keep putting them over here for the map, but they're actually over here. So the swamp is over this way. So the 3 shady characters came from the west and came to Farwater and stayed overnight, and then headed east out of town. Headed on the east road out of town. We should make this road go to the north a bit more. Like this. Oops, that's white. I don't want to... Why did the colour change? Oh no. Grey. Is it this colour? Nope, that's too bright. This colour? Yeah, that's the colour. Rubber. So we should actually make this road go like this. North out of the town. Nope, too far to the east. I want it to come north out of town and then head up the coast. Whoops. Whoa, whoops. North and then around the border. Because there might even be more mountains around this way, I reckon. And it comes to a valley here. I want the mountains to continue on down to New Pork City though. Now let's leave it. This is the river. The rambling river. Let's get rid of that. And probably just leave that there because that's... No, let's not leave that there. You could say that it forks off here. And then goes up that way. Yes, so they saw the group of cultists head east towards the direction of the swamp. And they have fairly good evidence that it was this group of purple robed figures. Now they just have to find the purple robed figures so they can head east towards the direction of the purple robed figures, or they can do another job. I don't know what color I was when I was doing that. Where is my list of things? Oh, should I write that notebook for... Yeah, let's do that in a sec. Do this first. This one. Unchecked portal. Ring leaking. Okay, let's update this. Ring leaking corrupting magic is now going to be follow the purple robed figures. Sorry we didn't get any combat done today, guys. But we did advance the story pretty good. I think we did a pretty good job of advancing the story. We kind of doubled back to go back to the swamp, which we should have done. Oh, they didn't know to go to the swamp though. They only just found it out. Well, they only just figured it out to do that. So now they've got the job of going east. They're going to be heading east for 2 of the quests now. They're either going to follow the purple road figures to the east or go to the center of Zothe. Oh, they don't necessarily have to go to the center, do they? They just have to find out more about the unchecked portal. Or there's a nervous looking man in the corner of the Hourglass Tavern. But that is all we've got time for today in... What are we in? I changed the name of it. A fungal problem. That's all we've got time for today in a fungal problem. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. I forgot to let you guys know at the start of the stream, it was in my mind, that I've changed the for D&D night. I've added, actually I didn't get rid of any, but I added some buttons for you so you can award inspiration to any characters that you believe have done a good job, have been in line with their new... So basically you're allowed to award inspiration to anyone who is following their alignment over here. So if they've done something for their that fits with their alignment or their character, like they're in character, you can award inspiration. Or if someone comes up with a really cool idea, not really going to work when it's just me though, because you'll just be saying that all my ideas are cool. Otherwise, there is also a button for suggesting an encounter or checking the weather. I've kind of priced them so that you would only be able to do it once a stream if you watch the whole stream. And that's it, isn't it? Choose a new character. You can pay 1,000 points to do if I buy this game, can I join you? And then you can play. You can join the table. Otherwise, yeah. The only other thing that I wanted to mention was the reason that I'm really interested in playing D&D is because I want to... there's some really cool stuff in the books that you can get for D&D, like some cool items that have been created, and I'm really interested to see how they work when you get the items. But I'm using a random item generator for the enemies that they fight, so we never know when we're going to find those cool items to use, like a flying carpet or whatever else other items are out there. I don't know. I've read through some of the book, but yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Bumfluff, for joining me in the chat, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully it'll be next week. Hopefully and also B Honeski, thank you for jumping in and saying hello at the start of the stream. Very nice of you to come and say hello and support the stream like that. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.